Okay, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Berli Ubaidila, and now I would like to present my full paper of Iconelt in the forms of presentations. So, my research is about teachers' role in the implementations of scaffolding method in EFL classroom, an exploratory study at secondary school. Okay, so firstly, let's move into the intro backgrounds. Okay, so the teachings of English as a foreign language, or EFL, continues to be a significant focus in educational research, particularly in secondary schools, where students encounter the challenge of mastering a new language. Among the instructional strategies designed to facilitate language acquisitions, scaffolding has emerged as particular effective. Derived from Vygotsky sociocultural theory, scaffolding involves providing learners with temporary adjustable support that helps them achieve higher levels of understanding and skill than they could independently. Buntam Bekar 2022. This approach is particularly valuable in EFL classroom, where the complexities of language learning require tailored instructional support. Lee and Zhang 2022. And in the past decade, research has consistently highlighted the effectiveness of scaffolding in enhancing language acquisitions and fostering learner independence. Radford DKK 2015. And despite this aid, there is a gap in the literature regarding the specific role of teachers in implementing scaffolding methods effectively in secondary schools, EFL classrooms. So, this study aims to address this gap by conducting an exploratory study or exploratory investigations into how teachers' role implement scaffolding techniques in EFL classroom at Man Kota Surabaya. Okay, so there are three research questions here. First is that what are teachers' role in the implementing of scaffolding method in EFL classroom? And then the next is what kinds of scaffolding method that teacher implement in EFL classroom? And then the third is what are the challenges faced by teachers when implementing scaffolding techniques? Okay, so the next we will move into the method here. So, the research method. This study used a qualitative exploratory design to explore teachers' role and scaffolding techniques used in EFL classroom at Mankota Surabaya. And the subjects included English teacher and 10 students at Mankota Surabaya. Data were collected through video recorded classroom observations for three times meetings and interview with teacher and students. And thematic analysis was applied to examine patterns in the use of scaffolding techniques and the teacher's role. Okay, move to the findings that in implementing of scaffolding methods in EFL classroom, teachers use various roles to enhance students' learning. First is that teacher is a resource. Teacher use translations to bridge language barriers. For example, they might translate key vocabulary like bilingual into students' native language to ensure comprehensions. Okay, but before that, I give the color here, the highlight, the yellow is that for the teacher's role, yeah, to answer the research question number one, and then the red color here is the kinds of scaffolding strategies to answer the research question number two. Okay, so next, and the second is that as organizers, teachers model tasks by providing clear, structured examples. For instance, like they might demonstrate how to write a well organized paragraph, showing students the process of drafting a topic sentence, supporting details and conclusions. And the next is as monitor and evaluators. Teacher give feedback to assess and guide students' performance. After reviewing written assignment, they offer verbal feedback such as your argument is well supported and use nonverbal cues like stickers to highlight your strengths and areas for improvement. And then the next is that teacher as organizer. In a group work, teachers take on the role by organizing collaborative projects like having students create dialects and guiding them through the process by assigning roles and providing support. And then the next is teacher as a resource. So, teachers employ visual aids to clarify abstract concepts, such as using videos to explain the material, which helps students grasp complex ideas through a visual representations. That's it. And then this is to answer the research questions number one and then number two. And for the last point is that to answer the research question number three. So despite these rules, teachers also face challenge in scaffolding techniques. They must adapt methods to meet the diverse needs of students, but with very varying proficiency levels and gradually reduce support as students gain independence and ensuring all students progress at an appropriate pace. And this challenge require careful management to maintain effective and supporting scaffolding practice. Okay, so these are some challenges that the teacher faced in implementing scaffolding method itself. Okay, next is that conclusions. So the conclusions of this study highlight the essential role of teacher in implementing scaffolding methods in EFL classroom at Mankota Surabaya. Teachers assume various roles to support students learning effectively as resource. They use translation to break language barriers and visual aids to clarify abstract concepts. And in the role of organizers, they model tasks in a structured group, work to guide students through complex activities, and as monitor and evaluators, they provide feedback to reinforce learning and correct mistakes. And despite this role, teachers encounter challenges such as adapting scaffolding to diverse student needs and gradually reducing support as students develop independence and ensuring that all students progress appropriately and maintaining engagement while scaling back support require careful planning and flexibility. Addressing these challenges is crucial for optimizing scaffolding practices and enhancing EFL instructions. So these are some references that I used, and that's it. I think. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.